Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Why is C++ so fucking bloated? Feels like I take 1 year just to move out of building toy apps. I'll tell you a secret. Nobody forces you to use CMake but yourself. White duck ass, true. Tell ChatGPT to generate you just compile like build.h. Not build.h, sorry, build.sh or something. Also, I think Mr. Tsoding works on his build system that is written in C, where you write your build script as a C program, if you're interested in something like that. Which I think, unless you're doing like build.sh, the only correct way to do builds. I basically think, yeah, like Jai or like Zeek, yes, exactly. If your language build system is not either simple, like, you know, way to invoke a compiler, right, like simple build.bat, or if your language's build system is not in the same language, then you fucked up. And I even tweeted about it, and someone got angry about it. Hey BM Killer, hello. Got my mouse working better in GLUT. I had manually forced Win32 to push the process. Push the process? That sounds dangerous. What do you mean by push the process? Interesting. Hey artist, let's talk about C++ on purpose. C++ on purpose, you know, it sounds like something criminal. You know, like usually you would only do C++ on accident, but then, oh, somebody does it on purpose, holy shit. How could they? Yes, yes, Arch doesn't have 2 megabyte pages by default. Yep. I think it's some historical things. Like maybe some old software doesn't work with bigger pages by default. I'm pretty sure I haven't changed anything, so my pages are probably still small. I think this is also why Windows doesn't have big pages by default. I remember John ranted about it, that if default pages were bigger, like programming would be so much easier, but you can't rely on pages being big because nobody changes them by default and it's like not a default behavior. What's up, Leonte? Big boss. Hello, hello. But today I'm trying my mouse in wireless mode, first time. I just decided to give it a shot because can you imagine, I've actually opened a manual today because the mouse came with the weird ass dongle that I didn't know why it's needed, and it turned out that this dongle is literally a Wi-Fi transmitter or something. So like this thing. So apparently you don't even need Bluetooth to run the mouse. So you can plug the cable into one hole, then plug that cable into computer, then they give you like a little Bluetooth stick that you can plug into the other hole, and there's a toggle on the mouse itself that you can turn, like on the bottom, on the belly, which says 2.4, and it just works on Wi-Fi, so you don't even need Bluetooth for it. I don't need to like go in my... like I don't need to go here, right, and find it in among the Bluetooth devices and plug it in, and then I don't need to do that. Apparently it just fucking works without anything. I mean, I'm a caveman when it comes to input-output hardware. The only modern like hardware I have is my keyboard, and only because I wanted something split, you know. So my mind is blown by the fact that you don't need Bluetooth for that. So I didn't know that all gaming mice do that nowadays. I didn't know that. Wait, what's BM Killer says? When the MSG gets passed into the WinProc, it's not always being called, so you have to call functions to invoke it. Ah, I see what you mean. That's what you mean by push the process. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so you have to kind of spread your logic. You need to, like, I don't want to say duplicate, but space it out between an actual loop where you call translate and dispatch and between the callback. So yeah, you need to do that on Windows, unfortunately. To be fair, it's not even just gaming stuff. My office keyboard, I mean, of course, yeah, you just meant to say the modern kind of input-output device. So they move away from Bluetooth for Wi-Fi, and they literally come with their own like dongles that push like radio waves. Now I have radio waves all over me. That's why my PP can't get hard anymore. Sag. Yeah. Yeah, radio waves do be stored in the balls. Anyway, so where did we stop? So we stopped GL create context that, yeah, supposed to return three things: context, config, and blah blah blah. Yeah, and so I guess I can define them at the top probably. And context. Context. Wait. Config. Yeah, choose config. Context, config, and MSAA. That's a weird ass API that Simp, Simp demands. Also, this song is a banger, so probably would need to see what does it do with this. Also, major version, minor version. I guess I need to paste it here. Major version, minor version. And then we can return. Ooh. But we need to indicate an error somehow. I don't like this API. Maybe we will rewrite Simp so it does do things different. So we can check for errors here. Because error if the context is null. I mean, I guess, but but you remember we had an issue where we got the context, but it was an error because the API just didn't get bound. So there was a context, but still errors. But I guess you won't get that if your loader is correctly implemented. So we were missing this. So I guess the point is that I don't like errors being inferred implicitly, even though in this case probably makes sense. I mean, in this case, I assert. I go in further, I just straight up assert here. Right. But yeah, I see your point. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. All right, so in Simp backend, we have a Linux DGL context fbts. Oh, and you see what it does here? In Android, it actually returns different things. So it doesn't even try to maintain the same APIs. Does OpenGlass work on IOs, BM Killer? I'm surprised that it's not just like metal or go fuck yourself. Hey Phoenix, hello, hello. Let's see how EGL... The fuck? Oh, no. Let's see how this works. Oh, it should be with the control, yeah. Let's see how they get MSAA. So, attempted MSAA. Ah, pass EGL samples, you see. So maybe we can do that. Right, so we have wanted MSAA here. S32. And we can do the same thing here. Oh, and you see what it does? It actually tries multiple configs like in a loop. So it tries to be a little bit smarter than we have. We just like do this, and if it fails, it fails. Like just, well, bad luck. But here they go in a loop and they try to get supported configs. And then just try to get the closest config, I guess, that... Yeah. So they try to choose config, and then if there's more than one, they first code with null. I see. They first code with null, and then they do basically this when they try to choose the config. And then attempted MSAA more than 0 or more than, what's that? Try lower MSAA. That's weird. So MSAA. Why would you need to retry if it's more than 0? If so, okay, 1 or 0, right? So then you pass samples here. Then, so I don't think I understand this. But they assign it to the wanted MSAA. So I assume it's like 2, 4, like 8. But they don't even... Okay, yeah. So I just failed to read that. This means if... my brain just omitted this part. Yeah, okay, so if... Okay, yeah, this is what is implied. Yeah, so if it returned if it returned no configs, then you retry again with the lower. Okay, yeah. I need to warm up a little bit. I need to mentally warm up first. I feel like we'll get here. It's on my older Mac Mini. So older Mac has Glass, I see. But what if you implement Glass on your older computer, but then you try to run it on new one and it just doesn't have it? But yeah, I mean, good luck to you. Good luck with that. Seems like Android, not Android, but mobile, native mobile development is as fun as developing for desktop Linux. Do I care? I mean, yes, I care. If I accept wanted MSAA, I kind of want to do it. I think for now, I'll just, I'll just straight up put MSAA, and I just straight up pass it here, right? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's EGL int. Yeah. And you know what you can also do here? You can also do this. You can also do that. Instead of if else. Just, to tease a little bit of, to tease some JavaScript haters. Yeah, I don't know, BMK, like if I were to deal with Mac devices, I just bit the bullet and went like with Metal or whatever the crap they require. I probably wouldn't even bother with OpenGlass. Like TBH. Yeah. To be complete TBH. Right, so we won't even retry. And I guess this is kind of important. This is probably really important if you do mobile, right? Because Android is so heterogeneous. It's so all over the place that there are probably a bunch of old devices that don't support shit. So this is probably more critical on mobile devices than it is on desktops. Right, so this actually still won't compile because we return incorrect stuff. So what do we return? We return context, config, and oh shit, how do I get back the MSAA? Ah, okay, you know what? I'll just return the same MSAA. For now, we will just assume that it worked. Because I know that it will work, at least on my machine. So config EGL context config and like just bro. Wait, what? Wasn't I have okay. Whoa. Something is wrong with my Keyboard. Do I have caps? I have fucking caps lock enabled, okay. Bro, what the fuck? File exists already over... Oh, shit. That's what. Emacs tried to fuck me over. I got like super confused. That's it, right? Boom. Nice. So XKB common wants file. You know what we say in this case? Yeah. This is what we do. Sim backend X global display shit. So we actually need a display here. Hey tool, hello. Yeah, killer, I have no idea, like, I've never done anything with macOS, so it's like Godspeed. So what do you want from me? Undeclared identifier chosen MSAA. It's like wanted. I fucked up. I need to redo it. Right? Yeah, and at the end also. Not all control paths return. Daily Bastia. Mismatched level of indirection. Type wanted U64. Actually, we probably can do this. S64, right? Type given, oh, EU64, right. Nice, and finally we have something in main, look at this. So we went as far as parsing something in the main, then what else? Set custom cursor handling. Yep, we don't have that anymore. Undeclared identifier X11 atoms. Ooh, so this is where our like init display comes into play in our main. So I think we'll first tackle this. Actually, you know what? Get X11 window name. This actually happens in a separate thread. We have a multi-threaded situation on our hand. We need some kind of a way to pass our display to another thread. And we can of course store it globally, but we went to such a big hoops to properly namespace it that I don't really think it makes sense to do that. This coffee's dog shit. It also doesn't have any caffeine in it, So it's it tastes like shit, and it's even not a real coffee. How about that? Yeah. So how do we pass this around? Nuclear strength instant coffee. Wow. Yeah, it was from GoldenEye 007, right? The previous one. Yeah, you're right. So get list. No, actually, you know what? Get list of programs. Get list of programs actually gets called on the main thread. But it needs access to the atom structure. So what does it do? Huh. Look at that. It gets a root window. Chifir? No. No. I want to get... I want to be alive at the end of the stream. So what do we do here even? I used to open a separate connection here, but then I started using global one. So yeah, here I need a way to get my display. But first, where do we even initialize it? I guess we need to initialize it somewhere, like at the start. So in my case, I have a platform init over here. And I mean, we can initialize it here, right? So the logic used to be here, but then I moved it. And if we remember the is SDL from earlier, and actually we don't even need to remember, we can literally see it here because I haven't really closed any of the examples. Well, I guess I closed some. Do we have a... No, we have, but SDL requires you to call SDL init before you can create a window. The same scope. Yeah. And how does it work in Focus actually? Do you do like platform init or something? Or is it a part of creating a window? Yeah, I guess it's a part of this, probably. Meh. Platform init. So not this. Data dir, make directory. Oh no, it's not quite like that. So this is like Linux bullshit where you put files in the correct order. No. This is LG. So it's already initialized at this point. What? So it is initialized by this point. Ah, no, 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 this is just a default enum. Wait, no. I'm stupido. So this just initializes some stuff. No? Ah, getEnv. Okay, so it does getEnv. So determines what backend to do. Init with std lib interop. All in line. Look at this optimal code. And yeah, here's init display. Yeah, okay, I see. So that's how you call it. With desired backend, desired GL backend, and all that stuff. And then init display actually happens here. So timers. Yeah. So it's all here. It's only global if you load Linux display with std interop, but you do. Display global display, here it is. Decaffeine coffee's cold-blooded. Maybe. Yeah, we'll just have it global. How about that? I'll just put it here. Global display is like what? So since we don't have a union or anything, I'll just do this, I guess. Oh, you have it as a pointer. You have it as a constant. Oh, as a constant pointer. Where's that? Ah. Why did you do it like that though? What is this object-oriented singleton? So you don't have to... Ah, okay. Ah, yeah, because it is a structure, but... Ah, yeah, you can't pass them maybe by reference because you want to explicitly modify shit, right? Because you want to explicitly modify stuff. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Let's do it the same way. And hey Aon, hello. You can change github.com to .dev and it will open on VS Code. Yeah, I know that actually. I actually know that, but you know what else I can do? I can just clone the repo and actually have it cloned and open it in my own text editor. This is just for a quick reference. But yeah, I actually know that. But where did they used to do it? So you input? I guess here. let's do it here. What is it called? Init X11 display. Right, so like that. And here we do wait for events doesn't exist anymore, correct? Undeclared identifier X global display also doesn't exist anymore, correct? So yeah, seems to be fine. And now we can go back here, and this now can use global events, global display. So global display dot atoms. Right, that's it. Undeclared identifier X11 atoms. Yeah, so now it's just the atoms. X11 create window. So it's the atoms. Wait, what? It's XD. Also here. Return a window, and it has to return long ass boolean. So I guess it returns true here, but a window should get set like here. And so it's window red.handle, something like this, I guess, right? Handle is not what is it? Oh, type window, and handle is xcb window t, right? And yes, so red window red like X cast a pointer to X11 window rect. Like that, I guess. Yeah, I don't see anything related to atoms anymore. Atoms or window, seems like we at least satisfied those types. So now what we can do is fix this bullshit. Just see. Oh, what's that? C3. Oh, so naturally we need POSIX here, right? Yeah, so where do we import POSIX? I guess in module, right? So scope module, if OS, Windows, Linux, I guess we can do this. And I think POSIX has free. Let's see, POSIX. Bindings, Linux is base. Free, do we have free? Not here. How do I change this? Search files in modules. POSIX. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's not in POSIX. So I guess I need to just do system library. So I guess I need to do regular like system library free. Okay, I'll do that then. Hey, Sachetto, yeah, it's in stdlib, but I wanted to check if, you know, maybe it's also in POSIX. So because I probably will have to import it anyway. Good evening, Rook. Hello, welcome. Question about Hitboxer. Can a key override target a specific keyboard? In theory, yes. In practice, not. So not right now. This is something I want to do, but not doing now, because low-level keyboard hook on Windows doesn't expose an info on particular device, you know, whether it's what device we're dealing with. So I would have to do something with it, like, you know, plug it into raw input infrastructure or some shit. But I'm not doing it now. So on Linux it's easier because I get info about device. But on Windows it will require some Win32 magic that I haven't committed to yet. Yeah. Yeah. But it's something I want to support, to only override this on a particular device. What am I trying to do? I was just looking if, you know, POSIX has free exposed, but apparently not. So what I can do is like go here and just libc is how do you do it? Library system, I think that's right, and then you do C free is, how did I do it? Yeah, this is what I did. Yeah, like literally here. Copy pasted it. Oh. Do I use C free here? Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. XKB X11 setup XKB extension. Undeclared identifier. So I need to import it here. Bruh. It's XKB common Jai. Anything else? You see anything weird? Okay, so we are left with GLX bullshit. some function pointers, and wait for events. Also global display here. So we'll start with this. Whew, nice start. It will so segfault when it first compiles. It will just segfault out of existence. So if Linux display equals x global display, how do I, where is it? PWD, yeah, it's in sim backend. How do I show a display here in set render target? It has the EGL display. What's that? So it's literally just defined there. Linux adds stuff to window info platform specific and then does the make current thing outside of the create context. Huh. So I can put it on window platform specific. Oh, BM Killer, he was asking about the program I have on GitHub. Like this. So it already does that. It remaps one key to another key on the system. It just does it system-wide, so it doesn't distinguish which device it's on. We will also I'm kind of down to do some like Hitboxer session on Windows soon, because I got a few feature requests and somebody, like, I think submitted a bug on Windows, like not really a bug, but like a quality of life improvement for tray icon. So we will soon have some Windows programming session. Yes, add the title on the icon. This is actually a GitHub issue I was talking about. the one that you submitted. Yeah. I know it. I know it was you. I know it was you. I recognized your username. But yeah, so how does it do it? Info specific. Yeah. I know that you need to plug the device into get raw input data. I know you need to do that. I just haven't bothered with it. So we have platform specific, like here on Linux. Pam 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 pam. So this will be EGL window, but why does it only have window here on the platform specific, but no context, no config? So I know that comment mentions mentions that. But why so discrepancy? Is it because you just don't need to pass it around? Because in the actual job, in the actual drawing, you only need the surface, which is the window. Probably that's why. But I don't know. But yeah, first. Dumb wrapper. First, how do we pass a display here? We can't use global display anymore. So we need to pass it into a window info. What window info is? Sim modules window info. So it has window type, width height, wanted MSAA. Oh yeah, you know what? I think no, I don't have it. I'll add it. Yeah. I just wanted to check how this thing is structured so I know. So yeah, we have this on window type. And actually window type module doesn't exist anymore. I just realized that this doesn't exist anymore. Actually, where does it get window type here? It doesn't even import it anywhere here. That's wild. Where does it? Kinda confused. Maybe I deleted it from here. But yeah, okay. So window info has window if Linux I'm gonna get copyright strike for this particular song from Shadows of the Empire. This shouldn't be a thing anymore. Oh, this is the wrong simp, fuck me. I thought I've changed it, yes. Yeah, there you go. Oh, let me compile it again. So, socked. Not doing this. The way we make it, but we already made it current. I make the context current in the like init stuff in init. I guess I don't need to do that, right? So I do that. I shouldn't do that. I should instead return it. What's the surface? Surface is Windows surface. Oh, so I need to return it. So yeah, when we init, in case of EGL, do we return the surface here? Swap buffers. Ugh. Yeah, so yes, you see it does EGL surface. So I need to, and display too. Context display surface. Yeah, so you need display config. Wait, no. When you do make current, you display surface and context. But you don't need config. So let's return the surface too. So EGL context, and I guess let's also do EGL display. EGL display, EGL context, EGL config, EGL surface. And I will copy it there too. And when we return display surface. I think that was the order. Hey Constantinus, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Where did I forget to do it? Somewhere? Yeah, here. Was that the right order? It seems like display surface, context config. Display surface, context config. Oh yeah, I have my mouse. I have my horizontal scroll with mouse now. So I don't have to do like shift. I need to use it more, just because it's cool. So if Linux, I'll just do this. The EGL context, the EGL display surface and config, I don't know. Right? Hey Diniamo, hello, hello. Wait, where did I just... So the EGL display, then the EGL surface, then context, the EGL context, the EGL config, and MSAA. Not enough arguments? What? So I need a display here. So this info display. Handle, I guess. That's what we need. Window info. Oh, it's info that window. No, the EGL context without E. Yeah, because all of the OpenGL APIs have a notion of context. So all of them have the same name. So window info, window, and so do we call it a display? So it's display and then handle. It's like that. I guess. But it's not a namespace type. Info window display. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it's because in module, this is a window type. But I still don't know where does it get window type from. Like, it's not imported anywhere. And surely it's not here. No, it's not here. And surely it's not in GL. No, it's not here. Like, where window type does come from in simp? Surely it's not in basic, right? Oh, you know what? Maybe it wasn't window creation that I no longer expose. That's where it is. And so I don't have a window type anymore, right? I just have a window. Yeah. And this will have is a pointer to X. Right. Yes, so I will either have to rename everything here to window or expose window type here. It will work because I have that. But I don't have window type anymore. Yeah, so this is not gonna work. I will do this, and instead of window type, I'll just do window. Right. And now it's all gonna break, I think. Yeah, window display handle is not a member of window. Why not? It literally is. Oh, right, because I need to cast. Right, because we have a window info, and here like cast to X11 window, right, and info window, right, display equals X11 window handle. Yeah, that's what we do. And this is just display. And then this is like X11 window handle. Simp backend GL, yeah. So window info, if context simp current window window equals info window. So this is interesting. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. All it needs to have is to yeah, I mean, we can do that. So what we can do here is we can do operator equals for window, right? And B and here it's gonna be something like if a type equals window, and we do like cast excellent window a right, so and B base type equals select window, then we do A equals, then we cast both of them, and then we just do return A dot type A dot handle equals B dot handle. Otherwise, like assert that for A base type B base type. Cast cannot cast from one struct to another without force modifiers. Oh, can I like can I maybe will operator equals work on pointers? I wonder. I actually don't know. So, I mean, this is a pointer technically. So, and I guess I can do this. Well, it will compare, will it compare about, yeah, cannot. So, I guess this should work then. Yeah, so it won't work like that. Wait, but why? Oh shit. You know why? Because platform specific window, it's not a pointer. It is a concrete type. So because yeah, so it should be a pointer instead. So we need to modify simp. So this, and this should be a pointer to window type instead. Or you know what? Or here window type is gonna be a pointer to window. Maybe maybe we can do this instead. Yeah. Do you know where I can find John's email address? Might as well try for Jai. It's language@thekla.com. I mean, it's pretty out there, so it's like, it's not really a secret. So I wonder if this is a good idea to make window type a pointer to the struct and not the struct itself. Let me think. Let me think. What is the downside? I'll have to go and yeah, because so it's definitely, yeah, I think that's a good idea, because otherwise I would go and change all of the functions that accept window type. I will have to go and change all of them to accept a pointer to window type, and this is just a lot of stars. Instead, I will just change it in one place and rather like dereference or cast, right? That's how I have it in focus. Yeah, so confirmation bias, easy club. Okay, I've been live for 1 hour and 19 minutes. I will go take a bathroom break and refill my dog shit fake coffee, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. What's going on? Any illegal activities in the chat? No? Everybody are law-abiding Twitch citizens? Nice. So yeah, we're gonna make it a pointer, which means that here, swap buffers. Mismatching level of in direction. Type wanted window, type given U32. Wait, what? Window. Why is window here? UI per frame update. Ugh. But wait. Window type here in main will be the correct one. Draw one frame. So I don't import window. I don't import this bullshit here, right? Type wanted window start. Type given U32. Why would it think that it is U32? Are you stupid, sir? Oh, Emacs. Ah! Oh no! It's all good. So window is here. So we really should just do handle here. Oh. Wait, oh, all right. So get dimensions. That's the thing. So and get dimensions. So this is where we go into all of this business with, you know, procedure pointers. Right, so this won't be window dimensions. Yeah, I've asked that yesterday artist about Ninja W. I think it's because he doesn't want Visual Studio or something. Like MSDev, Visual Studio Build Tools. I think Clank also requires Visual Studio Build Tools installed. So this gets a bit weird, right? So we kind of need to get dimensions here. And okay, so this is where, yeah. Right, this is where we go into the function pointers. So let's just do this. Again. I guess I'm just confused about these errors. Why would it think that it's U32? I guess that would be my question. Like, this is really weird. Get DC. Find window info. GLX window. Yeah. So I have no idea why it thinks that this is like a... Who the fuck knows? And like if you go to UI per frame update, it also accepts window type, right? Oh shit, maybe... Huh. Because I would expect it to fail somewhere here instead. Because window type there is actually from window creation. So maybe it like somehow type checked it there and then started thinking that it's U32. I wonder. Like, go figure. Anyway, let's implement get dimensions first. Let's figure out this and then we'll probably, you know... Oh, and... Huh. So, maybe instead what we'll start with is we will start to, you know, uncommenting lines here one by one and just wait. Maybe we'll start doing that instead. Will we get some different kind of error, I wonder? No, it still fails here. That's kind of interesting. Ah, oh. I think I know why. Because the window, from create window, it returns the wrong stuff. So I have my own create window in Windows and on Linux. No, I don't. I removed it. I literally removed it. So what instead should happen is that there should be create window in my Linux layer that would do a similar thing, but call call the scrap on a global display. So let's do that. Let's go to Linux. Here, above platform init, I even have get dimensions here. Look at that. We'll return window type and we will call that the window is global display dot create window. Nice, and now we have a different compiler. Let me check if X11 create window. We actually should pass a lot of stuff here. So display success, then global display dot window, and then window width, window height, and then everything else. So I think this is how it should be. And then I should return global display that window. So window with height, name, and then everything else has like a parent. The fuck is parent doing here? I don't even use it. Yeah, I think this is removed. I guess. Let's consult the focus. Defocus. That's right. Init display, create window, yeah. No, the parent is here. Is it like used? The fuck? I am so confused here. Crazy how I need to go to the office once every 2 months and I can't be bothered to go. Yeah. Luckily, I don't need to go to office at all. Oh, there's a clipboard window. I see. Okay. So parent is not even used here in any capacity. Let's see if something gets passed there. Parent invalid window. Huh. So that's interesting. So there you go. So create window, right? That's the entry point. Yeah, okay, I see what it does. I see what it does. So there's an entry point function, kind of like the one I have. It checks for the success status, and then it returns that. But first we add on the display. So yeah, I need to move that to my window creation, my custom window creation module, instead of keeping it in my kind of, you know, quote unquote user code. But also, who calls the parent? Maybe like main code does. So this is XKB, this is the wrong one. Like, who sets parent window? Like, nobody does. So parent window is literally always just like an invalid window. It's not used anywhere. Right? I mean this parent. Yeah, so it's just like it's there just for compatibility with Windows, I guess, right? Or something. And then invalid window is what? Is it just null or what? Or just empty struct, I guess. Yeah, it's just null. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, let's do that. Display, excellent display. Where's the array of windows? So I'm gonna need an array of windows here. Or I guess window pointers. Like that, right? The lengths I go for just to not use a union. You know what we need? We need an entity component system for platform layer so that we can use generational indexes here instead. Because what if we have thousands of windows in our program? I mean, so Ilionte in Focus, he made an array of windows here, not the window pointers, but windows, because in his code, window is not a struct, is not just struct with a type that you cast to an actual type. This is actually a union, which can be either X11 window or Wayland window or like libx11 window. And so that's why he can keep just array of windows here, just straight up memory. Well, it's, you know what I mean, it's not like memory, but still. And I'm doing a pointer instead. So technically, like, I'm having an extra level of indirection because I don't use unions. Right? Because I need to dereference it. No. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't use union here. Because it will mean that I need to introduce an extra struct. Because I will have... For now, I use this display as my base struct. But then I would have to use display as a union and have a separate base display as a struct. So that's why. I guess I don't want that. Yeah. But it's fine, I might just, you know, do it later. Update window events is not a member of import input. What? How's that? Are you okay? You ok? What do you mean not a member? It's literally here. Oh shit. Что я делаю? Вот. Да. У меня есть программа, и я переписываю, короче, платформу. Как рисуются окна, как там OpenGL, все такое. And вот программа. Да. Fuck. Like, I don't think this error message is correct. Спасибо, спасибо. Oh. Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't import it in module. Yes. I literally don't import it. So what are we doing here? Do I go through hoops of merging input together with window creation right now? Or do I want to postpone it? Postpone it. I kind of don't really want to do it right now, to be honest. So let's go through other compilation errors first. So I'm just gonna comment out everything that's related to window, to input. So I guess that. I guess this too. Well, maybe events this frame is fine. Yeah, events this frame I guess is fine. The only thing is... And I guess this too, fine. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And here, mismatching levels of indirection finally. So it... window and... So it window is different in my input module, so I guess I will have to change it. So I'm not gonna merge them yet, but get window resizes. So window resize record, and window resize record is here. Window is window type, and instead of importing window type, it's gonna import my JDL, my SDL at home here. And if it window equals the window, and the window the fuck? Why is this commented out? Set render target. Why am I never calling it? Should I call it? Wait, let me check my main. Oh yeah, so this should be called. Yep. So procedure did not match, set render target, window type, mismatching levels of indirection, and the window is now create window. Ooh. So create window shouldn't be in my Linux now. Now create window. Yeah, this is finally where we move the create window into the... Right, yeah, so we width, height, and title. Yes, so width, window, height, and right, that's it. And then all of the crap happens on kind of all of this crap then happens in the module level. But then how does module get access to the display? Oh fuck, because it's global in the module, right? Because you have it global in the Linux display module. Ooh. So how do I manage it then? I mean, I can put it as a global in the module for now. I don't have to use sim. But I mean, I use... But display is such a fucking Linux concept, right? Well, I guess not really, right? Because, I mean, you can take a DC, not DC, GC from Windows, so graphics context, or not even graphics context, but like DC, device context, like HDC. You can take that and kind of say that on Windows that's the display, right? Because and then pass it to Win. But I mean, no, it's kind of bad. Because as a user of this, I just want to, I just want to say this. And yeah, on window you create DC from window. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, window class is what comes before the window, because you need to register window class and then you do create window, right? And I think registering window class is when you specify on which like monitor it gets created or some shit. So yeah, display is such a... Display is empty. So you basically, before you do create window, you would require calling some sort of init that gives you the display. That gives you the display, which, you know, in a generic sense, we shouldn't really call display. We should call it like as a context or something. Because it's not display on every platform. Yeah, we can still have a window list. Like a context. But then if it is a context, then why don't we just put it on a context, you know? Because I can have multiple, that's right. So then context would have an array of those. I mean, yeah, to be honest, putting them on context does make much sense. Just init would just return it and you would pass it around. I mean, we can just call it, we just can just give it a name after the module. But no, we don't want to give it a name after the module. Because, I mean, calling it display is very Linux-centric. Hey, Alien Musk 100. I use AI for coding. Can I describe myself as a software developer? Yes. You can describe yourself however you want. The world is your oyster. Would people take it serious or should I not? I mean, if you don't know how to program, like if you don't know programming, then I wouldn't call yourself a software developer in a sense that, you know, like I want to find a job as a programmer. Then it's probably not a good idea to call yourself like a software developer, right? Because you will go to a job interview and people would expect certain things from you. But I mean, if you just want to put that into your Twitter bio and it like hurts nobody, then who cares? I'm like not gonna fucking gatekeep a title, you know? But if you want, you know, if you want a more like gatekeepy way of saying this, would you want a person who learned how to do a surgery from ChatGPT to call themselves a doctor or open a clinic, you know? Would you go to a doctor like that who, you know, like maybe sliced a couple flies, right? If that analogy, you know, I mean, I am in general not a fan of analogies, but if this floats your boat, then you can make a you can come to a conclusion. Like if you just like you know, it's not a big deal, to be honest, when it comes to just software. If you just do like some like websites that don't really hurt anyone but yourself, who cares? If you try to find a job, you probably should position yourself correctly, right? Yeah. Yeah, right. So back to our shenanigans. So we would want to call init on the platform. And this init will return us some kind of a context that we, I mean, we can figure out a better name for it and not the context. And then, I mean, context slash display, right? And this display is what we will pass around, for example, to create a window. Yeah. And then, like this display, like this pointer to display, it would be like allocated somehow, or like display slash context, it would be like allocated somehow, right? There would be like a memory of array of those. So technically we would have array of those. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's right. If you can go and grind like lead code, I mean, maybe you would still, you still won't be able to get like a job, but do you think it's worth learning how to program? Yes, I do think so. AI is kind of shitty for coding, to be honest. I mean, you don't really know that because, right, you just go type some words and it gives you code that looks like it's working, but believe me, in reality this code is garbage in most cases. Even if it, quote unquote works, it will break if you like look at it at a wrong angle. So if you're really interested in, if you're really interested in programming, in how computers work, I suggest you to learn, yes. If you don't really care, if you just want something that you can put on a screen, if programming itself is not interesting to you, it's like do whatever, do something else, right? Like have fun in your life. But if you really want to get into software development, I would advise to learn how to program, yes. Yeah. Right. So, I'd say for now, I'll probably grab this and put it as a global on the module. And then every other module will just be able to access that, Or, because so on one hand, I don't want to change Simp's API too much, that much. I really don't. Actually, you know what? Simp's API Simp API of Simp wouldn't really change because I mean, SIMP accepts a window. It doesn't really accept a display anywhere. And you would access display on the inside. So I don't think SIMP is an issue. And yeah, I mean, maybe SIMP's API is not great, but I really don't want to write my own fucking graphics library, man. I mean, it is probably fun exercise because I don't know shit about graphics and I want to learn, but one step at a time. Invisible cat, hello. Yeah, window creation, yes. Window creation API is probably fine to change. To make graphics sleep, yeah. A guy at work uses AI for a lot to get stuff done, but sometimes when I ask him, does your code do X or Y, he doesn't know because the AI did something that works. Yeah, I actually see that. If I start to complain about AI at my work, I'm gonna fucking get fired. But yeah, so let me go make another bathroom break. Like, I'm probably done with coffee for today. And then I think I'm not gonna make it global. I'm gonna return it from the platform init, and then we'll pass it around for window creation. I think that's what we're gonna do. Similarly to how SDL does it. Right, because after all, we have SDL at home. Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Pum, 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 pum. As soon as they compile the stupid GFX engine and get some basic physics working with sound, I'm putting game on App Store and I am most annoyed. Oof. Right, so platform init calls init x11 display, and let's not do like x11 display. It's gonna be just, where's init X11 displays here. So we'll have something like init, call it like that. It's gonna return a pointer to display. Right, that's kind of the API, kind of like SDL init, but JDL init, because we have SDL at home. And like in theory, this could accept some kind of init arguments, right? Like for example, I want X11 platform, I want X11, or I want Wayland, stuff like that. And it'll give you what you want. But for now, we only have one backend, so we just do X11 init X11 display, and right, so we need to create it here. How do we create it? Do we just, you know, create it on a fucking, just keep located? I guess, right? D. Oh, where do we... Wait, what? I don't even return it anywhere. It's literally like, what am I even doing here, bro? Look at this crap. I'm like never even returning it in any way or capacity. It just kind of gets created and then dies. The fuck? Where's the news display? Here. Oh wait, no, it's not here. It's display equals this, base, return. What? If not display. So where does it put the result? And then you call it twice? Ah, no, this is the different one. So display. Have XD. A bunch of XD stuff. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah, this works because your display is a union. Yeah. So in my case, if I don't do unions, which at this point sounds kind of ridiculous, right? I just like, as if my religion just doesn't let me use unions. I need to just keep located. Very corpo view, yeah, no unions. Chat. Should we use tag unions instead? Look at this. Look at this. Should we use tag union? Should we make functional programming bros happy? Look at this. Simple tagged union support, which is something that people request sometimes. It's true. Some people sometimes do request tagged union support. We have types at home. It has the type inside. True, it has the type inside. This is true. But this can turn any type into tagged union. If we go full corpo, shouldn't we use that instead? Does it do anything other C union and enum in a struct? I actually don't know. I never checked it out, to be honest. Wait, what does it do? Let's see. So it has a tag. So it has a tag, it has a byte array. Right, and when you do set, it actually verifies, right? It actually checks that this is one of the types that is supported. Then it sets tag to the T. So yeah, tag to the type. And then it shoves the value into the pointer. And is A, it checks the type. Yeah, does it hold the value of the type? I mean, yeah, that's literally it. So it does byte array and tag. Yeah. So it's like, it's very, very basic. Right. Right, so and you have to do set instead of dot access. You have to do set to the type, to the value. And you can check is A. Instead of checking the tag, you do that. Oh, so this checks and casts at the same time. That's, I guess, the advantage. So you don't have to type cast yourself. I mean, you don't have to cast in the union too. You just access the type field. You just access the field. Right. Hey, Mhimet. There's a guy on Twitter, really cool projects, who made a game with cursor Sonnet. Turns out it has XSS flaw. It could have ended much worse. So yeah, you still need to know the playing game. The infamous playing game everybody is jealous about. Yeah. Yeah. I like that guy. I like how easily he triggers everyone. I mean, people not hyped about it. He just has a certain audience, certain audience, and it's important to understand that majority of his audience is like, you know, like wannabe like indie hackers, right? That's important to remember, and they are hyped because they want to be just like him. They want to make a lot of money and like live in Bali or whatever. And so it's hyped because he's famous already, right? So he has a huge audience and it's easy for him to make a noise from whatever he's doing, right? So it's important to remember, right, that 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 it is what it is. Hey Roy, hello, hello. You should have tried Monster Hunter game. No, sorry, I don't play soap. Yeah. So I wouldn't be like angry, you know, like, oh, you're not a real programmer, like, "Rrr, you're an idiot." I mean, of course he's not an idiot. He knows exactly what he's doing. He farms engagement on Twitter. He uses his big audience, right, to get some how do you call it, like brownie points. You know, he's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur, and you know, obviously, naturally, he's quite good at it, right? I mean, he's also a decent web developer. I mean, right? It's like, he's a decent web developer because, right, he got successful before AI. You can be fine with the guy being around, but the fact that he has an audience is sad. I don't know. I mean, why is this sad? You know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna fucking gatekeep Twitter followers. I mean, it is right to assume, not really assume, I mean, it's pretty obvious that if he didn't have his existing audience, right, if he didn't have like what, like 500,000 followers on Twitter, then nobody would play his game, obviously, right? But, you know, he has audience, he engages the audience. It's just a game. You know, it's like a social game. But by the way, I'm not gonna use the stacked union. There's no need to do that. And I'm not gonna use union here. I'm just gonna like X11 display is new and then just use union. Okay, you know, important question. Would it be a defeat if I do use a struct, but instead of using union, I use a place directive? Yeah. But yeah, I also need to obviously to modify my this shit. So we do display here. We create that, and then at the end here we do like display that equals D, right? Yeah. So that like would be it. And then like return. The only thing is that base, there's like no base. I mean, there is base because, you know, all of this crap goes there. Yeah. Actually, will it work? Wait. Pass the display as a pointer. You put this pointer as a base, and then you override it with itself, with yourself. How does it even look? How will it even look like? What is this like self-referential bullshit? Like, so this won't really work, I think. Or it's not like it won't work, but it doesn't make much sense to do that, right? To put a base here like that. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm talking about current state of affairs. Init. Create window. Too many arguments. Right. So, and here I think I can finally remove that. Mismatch in levels of in direction. And we are back to our initial error. Well, it's because here when we create window, this create window, by the way, is not really defined anywhere. No, it is here. No, it's in Windows. So, yeah. So what should happen, I guess, in module, we should have like create window. Right, so we should have it like here. And it would accept a display. And then it would be like display, create window, and return something like this. Too many arguments. One got 3. Oh yeah, so display window height and title. something like that. Okay. Now this goes away. Platform init does like init, and there's no global display anymore. And here we can finally do like a display. So we actually should call it from outside of the platform init. Should probably call it in main, because it will be common like for all of the, so like this. Initialize. And then create window, we just pass. I'll call it display for now. But yeah, do something like this. The window. Mismatching levels of in direction. So it still thinks for some reason. What's that? Shown true. Yeah, okay. I don't do anything. I think I do something on Windows. Then set render target. It accepts window type of, okay, so then init fonts. The window. Window type. Get DPI scale. This actually doesn't do anything. Yeah, so this doesn't do anything really. UI init. What's next? It window equals the window. So simp update window. I guess that's so find or add window info. For window infos, if it window equals window return. So this should be fine. This should be totally fine. Yeah. Then init fonts, okay. Platform D init. This is mine. Okay, so here it thinks that it's a number. So this should be like a window type. Yeah, I'm so confused. Why does it think that the window is a U32 here? It like obviously infers it from somewhere. Platform height to trace. So handle. Platform D init, get rect, handle event. All right. And set mapping setting hook. So maybe because of get rect somewhere. Because so draw on frame should be fine, right? Window. Then get dimensions, right? So get dimensions is in here. So this should be removed. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yes. There you go. Finally. Finally something different, because swap buffers further down the line and get dimensions. It's something we need to put. Oh, undeclared result, because it is a display. What's this? It's not a global display anymore. Oh. So how do I pass it here then? I don't have a global display anymore. So what I need is like a way to pass the stuff around. Okay, so this is where this concept of the program has to manage this context/display itself comes into play, right? So, and at this point we could even say that, okay, don't you give me display, but maybe, right, we would require you to initialize it yourself and pass it here. Right. So for now, I'll do this. I will still store it as a global, but I'll store it in main, not like in Linux. So then when we move this stuff on Windows, we crash and burn. You know what I mean? Let me put it somewhere here. I'll call it like the display. And maybe we shouldn't squat the name display, but it's fine, because if the user doesn't like it, they can just namespace it. That's the whole point. And then Atoms is not a member of, oh yeah, because and collect identifier excellent window. Nice. So this is in GL. So back to some errors in GL, and we back here to get dimensions. Nice. Ooh. So where do we start? Let's port get dimensions, shall we? And it should be here in our init proc, right? Init x11 display, rather. Here. So create window and get dimensions. So do you have get dimensions here? Yes, get dimensions, you have them. Let's check XCB get dimensions. Boom. There you go. I will call it x11 get dimensions. And then I will actually have to support xleap. xleap, and I will have like a fun time with renaming all of that. So maybe I should just do it right away. Yeah, let's actually do it right away. Let's do XCB. Let's just... I don't want to call them XCB init display, right? Because, yeah. Because I don't want... Same, because XCB create window is an actual function that is in XCB. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why it's good to just namespace this, right? So you know where's your shit, where is not your shit. Right, I know it's hard to say. Yeah, I guess let's do that. XCB. So let's do this, and this will be XCB create window. A little renaming incident. A little incident of renaming. Oh, here too. So here, this will be, oh, XCB window. What do we have here? Undeclared identifier. This will all be namespaced, right? So T is going to be XCB dot these are also namespaced. Oh, wait, what? Right. It's correct. What's that? Where else? Undeclared identifier x11 window. Huh? Yeah, because it needs to be like that. XCB, wow, fixing compile errors one by one is so hard. I was under impression that today I would already see some, windows being drawn or some shit. Apparently not. It's too hard. XCB check usage. We'll do that. Oh, look at that. We even have a correct type now. How about that? Wait, how do you pass a window here? Isn't window a... Oh, it's because it's your own check usage. Yeah. So I'm not gonna do that for now. Not gonna do any error checking. XCB get geometry. XCB get geometry reply. XW. What is XW? Display handle. Yeah, display handle. Handle cookie null. So I think that is correct. I like how right-handed is not used because we are just always left-handed. I think we're left. I think we are right-handed. Right-handed at least. Type one XCB window, type given window. Wait, it doesn't care. Yeah, because also you can do that with a union, but you can't do that with using as. So unions let you do this. Wow, I didn't know that. This is actually a huge argument in favor of using unions. I mean, it obviously doesn't work, right? It obviously doesn't work with using as. Let's try to do just as without using here. So main module here. So without using. So like this. Well, let's do it with window because it is a window we are talking about. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay, well, that makes sense. No, it still didn't work. Still didn't work. Wait, what? What do you mean reverse? Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, yes, you're right, I see what you mean. Yeah, so it doesn't matter, base, not base. So this is what unions let you do. You can just do the type and the union will do its magic. This is actually a very huge argument in favor of using unions. I gotta say, I am even fine with taking an L to my huge ego and use unions just for this, so I don't have to typecast every time I want to use it. I didn't know you can do that. Yeah, I know that I know that it's literally just a cast to this. But still, the fact that you don't have to do it is very cool. Right, so let me... Yes, my window is your base window, yes. And then I have a window as an extra container, yes. Yeah. Yeah, but you can get this container and just do this with it, with the type. And I can't really do that with base window. I need an explicit cast and you don't. Yeah, so that is very cool. It's just very... It's just a very cool syntax that lets you avoid doing an explicit cast, which in my opinion is cool. I'll just mark it as union lets you do this. So maybe I can take an L to my ego. Yeah, true. I can just use postfix cast. I need to train myself to do it before it gets removed in favor of functional style instead. La. Ooh. So XCB, namespace. Okay, namespace. What do we have here? I need to namespace everything in XCB. Namespace, not namespaced. Bro, how do I keep fat finger in this shit? Pisses me off, unironically. Right, I think that's fine. Wait, where did I fuck up? Okay. Is not a member of... Oh, shit. I think I can just do this. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so now get dimensions. Finally, get dimensions equals XCB get dimensions. Is not a member of display. Yep. So get is a type of what? What? It returns a lot of stuff. This is all of the returns. And now the parameters that it accepts, which is actually not that much. Window this, that, and well, I guess yeah, should be fine. What do you mean not a member of Nice one. Dimensions. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait. I thought my program crashed. No, I fucking crashed the compiler. Yikes. Oh. So how do I manage to is it? But how do I? Like, I don't even know how would I repro it, because I'm in the middle of refactoring a broken project. So like typer check the types match as type definition. Some back channel. So I don't even know, like, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter how I format it, right? And it probably doesn't matter. Oh, is it this? Is it this one? Wait. Easy clap, easy repro. I mean, it is obviously an invalid syntax. Hey, okay. Okay. Let me go do another bathroom break, and I'll try to extract a repro, and we'll see if I can reduce it and submit it. Yeah. Hey, look at us go. We are so productive with beta testing the compiler, we found 2 crashes in 2 days. How about that? So yeah, let me FP repro. Also, why is Mac so slow? What the fuck is Blueberry Safe Child? What the fuck is this? Blueberry Safe Child. BTOP? BTOP is some Gen Z bullshit. Proc, right, so something like that, and then like proc is type. Right, will that repro? Wow, Emacs is like super slow right now. What? Ah, yeah. No entry point. Okay. Oh, this worked actually. Look at this. So something else was an issue. Maybe because it was never compiled. So maybe I need to do and maybe I need to do this. Yeah. Look at that. Woo! That's the repro. This is our repro. Look at this beautiful compiler crash. Nice. I'm gonna mail it into John right after the stream. Oh, feels good, man. Let me put some music. Nah, John is happy to receive compiler crashes. And actually, recently, I think all of my recent compiler crashes were on some, invalid usages of the language. And so I think my last like 5-6 compiler crashes were, where I would do something illegal and the compiler didn't like, instead of checking it and giving me an error message, it would just crash. So I personally haven't had a crash in a while that, would result in me actually doing something like correct. Oh, he replied about temporary storage on the context, that caused memory leak. Yeah. He basically said that, yeah, he wants to do it better. Like, he basically will think about a way to, you know, like just correctly initialize the temporary storage on new context without you having to explicitly initialize it, because it's like annoying to initialize temporary storage every time you create new context. So he will like kind of think about it, how to do it right. Like he would, that's what he would want to do, so that newly created contexts have temporary storage just correctly initialized. Yeah. I haven't replied back. I could like reply back that, you know, oh, maybe like in meantime, could you like have an assert that checks the temporary storage is initialized, right? ETA? Nobody has an ETA. Nobody. Maybe John has a rough ETA in his head, but there is no public, no roadmap, you know. All right, let's wait. Oh, it's in Jai Playground, okay. Nice. XCB init display. Why is it undeclared? What? Are you smoking? Sir? Sir? What? XCB get geometry handle. Type wanted. XCB connection tip given U32. The fuck? So window has a display. Oh, my bad. Handle is not a member of XCB window. It is. What are you talking about? Oh, it handle. Bruh. Not enough arguments. GL create context. Nice, 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 nice. Hey Vanquish, hello. If you asked him, he'd probably pick a random year. Yeah. I mean, he said that the game will not come out in 2025. But it's like, it shouldn't take more than a year, like more than a year. So I'd say he wants to release a game in 2026. That's what I would assume. So maybe, I mean, it's not like the release date of the compiler is tied to the game strictly, but I guess it's, you know, they would be somewhat connected. Display, window, handle, window, handle, yes. Then major, minor. What else? Wanted MSAA. Doesn't want to get a bunch of bug fixes as he finishes the game. Yeah, that's true, right? You want to like lock in and focus on the game instead of like scrabbling through, instead of dealing with the language release hype, right? It's not only bug reports, it's just like a bunch of feedback, like a lot of it. The public release of Jai would definitely bring a lot of public attention for sure, so. Yeah. Oh, 1 second. I think I did an oopsie. Let me check it real quick. Bro. Oh. Fuck me. 1 second, technical difficulties. Yep. Shit. One second, we're still not done. And the catastrophe averted. Masterful gambit played out. Nice. We are back. I'm sorry for dismissing you, my dear viewers, but we are back. Not enough arguments here, and now this should be fine, right? Yeah. Undeclared identifier, get dimensions. So this get dimensions should be like duplicated. This is like one of those things where that I don't really, I'm not a big fan of, right? Because we have so we will have a bunch of these that just call stuff on the display and just pass arguments around. So get dimensions. So window, which is a pointer to window, and like right-handed? Or what? Why is it true? Right-handed bull. What is it here? What is it? Right-handed bull. But I think it's literally not used. Oh no, it's actually used. Wow. This is a bug in my program, actually. Yikes. But it probably doesn't matter much, right? Anyway. Get dimensions. And it returns x as 32, y as 32, with s32, y height s32. And what else? There was something else I remember. And success. True. And return. And I can't just return. I have to like literally do. I have to literally do this basically. X, Y, W, H, S. Right. And then return. And it's like window, display, that get dimensions, right? This is what we have to do. Hey Coffee, is the tprint the best way to convert something into a string? So tprint, it just does sprint, but with using temporary allocator. So depends on what you want to do. What do you want to convert into a string? Do you mean just have a base string with a formatter inside of it and format it into a string? Is this what you want? Numbers, etc. Well, if you're using temporary allocator in your program, then yeah, I would say just use tprint, but don't forget to reset temporary storage once in a while when it's convenient to you. You know, like in games, you would usually do it at the end of the frame. Just call reset temporary storage when you're done with the frame. But if you need something that is persistent between the frames, then you would use a regular sprint. Maybe with your like custom allocators or some shit. So yeah. I think print in particularly also has primitives for like number to string or like print. Yeah, print numbers. Or no. No, this is how to. Yeah, I would say just use tprint or sprint. Yeah. Hello. X, Y, W, H, S. Display is not a member of window. What? Ah, yeah. Yes, right. So I think it's not gonna be here. Right? Or yeah, or wrong. Time for place. I mean, I'd rather just use union instead of place. To be honest. It's Samuel. Hello. So it's 11 p.m. Use place. But why? Why? Actually, place wouldn't want to work here. No, Doom, place. So place basically rolls back like a cursor to a member of the struct and places another thing on top of it. So you can just, with the help of place, you can reinterpret memory in a different way. So let me show you in math modules. And let's look at the vector here. For example, vector2 is a struct with x and y. Then you do place x, which means that whatever you type next will go into the same memory as the x. And so place component, which is 2 floats, to the memory of x. And then when you use your vectors, you can do vector.x or vector.y or vector.component 0th will also point to x. You see, does it make sense? So these components will start at the same memory as x. Yeah, you can kind of compose the struct. So it's kind of like union, but I guess cooler, depending on how you look at it. Or in vector 3, you can see that at place x, you can do xy. So vector 2 of these. Then you have yz, vector 2 of these, because it starts at y. And then you have 3 floats that cover the same memory. Yeah, it literally lets you place members on top of others. And so when Samoth was talking about a place, maybe they meant that I can get this display and place it on top of this memory. So I don't have 2 different displays, like one on base and one on like this one. You know what I mean? But it actually won't work because you can't do place base.display. I'm pretty sure this is invalid one. You have to have a, it can't like traverse the struct. So if I do this, you see, it is a syntax error. So it can't do that. So I would have to do place base, and then I would have to have some kind of a bogus, right, like pad, which is like S64, and then I would have to like my display, right, which is like this. Like this would work. Yeah, I mean, it's actually weird why it doesn't work. It probably just, you know, something that wasn't thought of. I think it should work, in my opinion. Maybe we need to email John and say, hey, Mr. John, make it work, you know. But yeah, this would work. And so it would place this display right on top of this one. Maybe just like poke name, yeah, maybe. Maybe it is what it is. Yeah, for now, let me just do it in a simple way. So window will have a display on it, which is a pointer to display. Mismatching levels of indirection. Type given U32. What? Why does it think that window is U32? That is so stupid. We have a window type here. Window type is literally a pointer to window. That is ridiculous. Right? So what if I do pointer to window? Like, I think that it gets infected by window type from that somebody that I use probably imports window type from the main distribution. So I guess I'll just make it a pointer to a window. No, still, it thinks it is a U32. That is bizarre. I don't understand why would it say so. And then UI perform update will be window.handle. Oh, handle is not a member of window. Okay. You know what? At some point, a man has to admit defeat. I can start using place, like showing the stuff into the base struct, and it is gonna work. But you know, at some point, you just have to say enough is enough. Yeah. I can cast it to XCB window, or I can just have a handle here, right? So, yeah. I can do like a pointer to window here, right? And then we can do like place like base, right? And then like pad S64, right? So this will work. Window type, handle. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, handle is not... Yeah, so... Yeah, this is incorrect, right? So handle should be... like an... I mean, we can do it like just S64. But then this one is S... You know, this one is S32 and... So yeah, you see, I can do place here, but it's gonna be so fucking annoying to manage. Right? You know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, only to next field. Oh, yikes. So I can just do that, right? Like, wait, only to next field? Are you sure? Oh shit, you're probably right. Do you have a... how to on place? No, doesn't look like. I see. Yeah, that's annoying. You can work around it. You can work around it, but yeah, it's dumb. And I just wanted to provide it as an example. But yeah, anyway, at some point you just have to admit defeat and use a union. But also, it's kind of getting late and I have a work tomorrow. Would place work with the field projected by using? You could name fields. No, if you name them differently. I mean, if you will name them differently, it won't work because... Well, wait, I think I don't understand what you're asking. Actually. Oh, yes, I understand what you're saying. So, so I would do place display, right? And I will do something like that. Right, something like this. Handle is not a member of display. I mean, it doesn't compile because I have a lot of other issues. Oh, actually, it didn't complain about window. Yeah, you see, it actually didn't complain about the window itself. It complained about display, which is in a completely different code. Right here. Right, because would be window display. Or this would rather be XW. No. No. So XW window display is XCB display. Oh yeah. So this is like, and this will clash because I think yeah, you see that yeah, okay, it doesn't work. Yeah, look at that. Place must refer to an earlier declaration inside of the same struct. So we can't have it like that. Yeah. We can't have it. Unfortunately. I couldn't. No. It was just a different compile error, right? So it just didn't get to it, right? So I just didn't get to it because XW handle. Ugh. Handle is not a member of display. So handle is not a member of display. What's that? Oh, I'll yeah. So it won't compile. Yeah, it won't compile because it will just like it will need to go through all of these previous compiler errors because before it will be able to go through that one. So yeah. I don't think it's gonna work. But even if it did, it's still like very clunky. Very clunky. Yeah, there you go. That's the error that we were fighting against. Right, so our window instead, so this is gonna become base window. And just regular window will be a struct with union inside of it. How do you fucking use unions again in Jai? I've never used unions. All right. So is it like... Is it like this? Oh, I have a focus opened on the side. I can literally just check here, which uses a similar thing. Ah, it's as okay. Oh, it is unit. It is not even a struct, so it's not a, you know. So something like this, right? Yeah. window. Yeah. So there you go. And now we need to rewrite a bunch of stuff that previously assumed this window right away. And we could remove a bunch of casts too. Like for example here. Yeah, and I'm gonna do it all tomorrow because I need to wake up earlier tomorrow and it's almost midnight. So yeah, I guess we didn't get our window back and we still need to rewrite a bunch of like, yeah, no window again, Sag. I know. But I can't go for another like 3 hours because otherwise I will wake up as a fucking zombie tomorrow. Which I really wouldn't want. So maybe we will get a window tomorrow. Oh, syntax error. Maybe I will work a little bit on it off stream. We'll see, I don't know. But yeah, I guess tomorrow we will continue to do the same shit. Maybe tomorrow we'll get the window again. Like hopefully it won't get that long because, I mean, how big could it be? It's just change GLX calls to, yeah. Yeah, it is a crap work, but I mean, maybe at the end of the day we'll have a nice platform layer that we will be able to use somewhere else. So yeah, we'll see. Can we raid someone? I see Spherophoria is streaming. So that's an easy target. I haven't raided him in a while.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yep. That's where we're going to go. Sphero, cool dude, works on cool stuff. Probably doing some Zig today. Yeah, I definitely see Zig on the screen. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Here's my shit. Discord is where I post when I go live. YouTube is where we archive the streams. And hopefully I'm gonna see you tomorrow evening around the same time. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me today. Have a good night, lads. Bye.